Let's look at how to implement the differentiation strategy, and we're going to use the masters of this. We're going to look at Apple for most of these points. So how can you implement it? Well, there's many ways. We're just going to simplify it and say, here's 5 ways you can create a unique product with a superior brand and better features than your competitors. We'll say innovation and product development, product features, customer loyalty strategies, customer service, and marketing. So let's take these one at a time. Let's look at product innovation and development. So the business uses that to create brand new products which competitors don't yet offer. So looking at Apple, we could say in 2007 there was no such thing as a smartphone until Apple came and released it. Brand new product. 2010, there was nothing really called a tablet. Apple invented it, so that's a brand new product. What else? You can create new versions of existing products. The masters at this Apple, you buy the new iPhone every year. Maybe you don't even need it. Your old phone's fine. But there is a great sort of or a pressure, I suppose, to buy it because it is the latest thing. And yeah, we just update every year. So great brand innovation there. And lastly, you can actually leverage the brand with a brand extension. This is from Year 11 marketing, and where that is, you can use your strong brand reputation in one product category and extend it into other product categories. So first of all, let's go way back in time to the 80s. What was Apple known for? Desktop computers. That's a classic Apple Macintosh from 1984, that one. That's an Apple computer from the late 90s. Yeah, but that's not really what the brand is now, is it? It's been extended into phones, tablets, watches, headphones, and the latest thing is streaming. There's now an Apple TV Plus streaming service, so great brand extension. All right, how else can we implement a differentiated strategy? Let's say, why don't we just improve the current features of the product to make it better quality, more durable, more usable, etc. So if we take, it might seem like the iPhone doesn't change much from year to year, but it does a little bit. But if you look at it over a longer period of time, so from 2007 rather, to 2020, you can look at all the ways this product's been improved to keep loyal customers. Got rid of the home button, increased the screen size, two-way selfie camera, screen image and quality is better, the battery's better. What else? We've got emojis, we've got AirPods, and well, no headphone jack anymore, App Store, FaceTime, etc. So great innovations or great developments of the existing product, just improving the features of it. What next? You can implement a differentiated strategy with customer loyalty. So you can have a loyalty program to encourage businesses to continually buy from you. Supermarkets do this really well. So Coles has Flybuys, Woolworths has a rewards card, keeps people going back there. Also warranties and guarantees. What does Apple do? Well, you can join up to the iPhone upgrade program. Well, first of all, you can actually join Apple Care Plus here. So for $35.33 a month, here's what you get. You get a new iPhone every year, so you're loyal. But yeah, you've got this warranty and guarantee with Apple Care. If as long as you break it in a it gets damaged and it wasn't your fault or you didn't piff it against a wall, they're gonna it's covered under warranty and you'll get a new one. Secondly, there's other ways Apple does this without this is a formal loyalty program. But what about some other ways? So if you're Apple, think about at head office. At some point they've said, how can we keep customers loyal to this brand? Let's look at some ways. The headphone jack, or the lightning cable, I guess you call it, that is unique to Apple products. So once you have it, it's very difficult to switch to a Samsung or another brand because all your cords use that. What else? The AirPods, $249 for the basic pair. That's a big commitment. Problem is you can't really use them with other brands. So once you've bought those, you're kind of committed or you're loyal to your Apple product. And a big one, Apple Music, $11.99 a month. I have that. I have all my playlists set up exactly as I like them. It would actually be pretty easy to change to Spotify, but I'm that invested in it because I want it to sync with my phone perfectly, which is my iPhone. And secondly, yeah, I've put that much time into one of my playlists. It's exactly how I want it. I don't want to change. So they're kind of like subtle ways that the brand here keeps customers loyal. What else can we do? We can have excellent customer service. So we can customize the product itself to each customer's needs. We can train employees in customer service. And we can also offer add-on services like free delivery, special offers, etc. Let's look at Apple. What do they do? Well, obviously when you go into the Apple store, it's very clean and well set out. It's a beautiful looking store. But the people that work there, obviously they're really passionate about the brand. They love it. And yeah, you can get a lot of good help. What else? We'll jump online. There's many ways to get customer service from Apple. all different sorts of ways. You can call, you can IM, you can email, and so on. But this is interesting. This is an article from 2012. This website called Gizmodo got their hands on an Apple customer service training manual. And it says before any person actually starts working at those Apple stores, they have to go through 14 days of training on things like using diagnostic services, component isolation, and the power of empathy. And that is just trying to make them better employees so they can provide better customer service. Lastly, probably the best way to differentiate your brand is to use marketing. So year 11, we did Apple a lot, but what you do is you create a strong and distinct brand identity that customers become loyal to and are willing to pay more for. You communicate with customers all the time, and you associate your product with celebrities and personalities that consumers admire. Let's look at the geniuses Apple again. 1984 commercial, bizarre commercial, but sending out a message that Apple's different. It breaks the paradigms, it breaks the system against it. And back then it was IBM. Then we had in 1997 the Crazy Ones commercial featuring people like Albert Einstein, Bob Dylan, Alfred Hitchcock. Who else have we got there? John Lennon, Martin Luther King. None of those people have ever used an Apple product. Apple wasn't really around when those people were alive, right? Maybe Bob Dylan. But great commercial. So it says, people who see things differently. No respect for the status quo. They're rebels, they're troublemakers. And that's what you think to yourself if you buy a product. You go, I want to break paradigms as well. I'm like the Crazy Ones. What else? The I'm a Mac versus I'm a PC, in my opinion, the best series of commercials of all time. I think they're fantastic. Pitching the rival is a bit of a dork who's very limited and breaks down all the time versus a young, cool hipster dude. That's the brand. He's a Mac. And what about today? Well, you look at, there's a lot of celebrity sort of promotions, but with Apple, they kind of get the biggest one lately has been Lady Gaga shot her latest video clip on an iPhone 11, which is kind of a big deal. If you see that film clip, it just looks like a professional clip. And why is Apple doing that? They want to show off how good the camera is, but also that Lady Gaga, who's creative and a singer and a songwriter and an actor, she uses Apple, so you should too. So great brand identification, and that's probably the best way to differentiate your product is to create a distinct brand identity.